The Los Angeles Lakers faced a difficult reality check on Tuesday night as they fell to the Detroit Pistons with a final score of 128-106. The game held special significance as it took place on LeBron James's 41st birthday, making the defeat even more disappointing for the legendary forward and his team. Despite the milestone occasion, the Lakers struggled to find their defensive rhythm throughout the contest and ultimately suffered their 4th loss in 5 games. James contributed 17 points to the Lakers' effort while connecting on 3 shots from beyond the arc. He also recorded 4 rebounds and 4 assists in what became the 1,577th regular season game of his unprecedented 23rd NBA season. However, the birthday celebration turned sour as James spent the final minutes of the contest sitting on the bench with his arms folded, watching his team unable to mount a comeback against the surging Pistons. The significance of James playing at 41 years old cannot be understated in the context of league history. He now joins an exclusive group as just the 12th player to appear in an NBA game at 41 or older, and only the 6th to accomplish this feat in the 21st century. While his longevity remains remarkable, this particular game showcased the challenges that even the most durable athletes face when their supporting cast struggles to execute defensively. Cade Cunningham emerged as the dominant force for Detroit, orchestrating the Pistons' attack with precision and poise. The young guard finished with 27 points and 11 assists, setting the tone for a team that played with intensity and purpose from the opening tip. Cunningham's performance highlighted the stark contrast between Detroit's focused approach and Los Angeles' defensive lapses throughout the evening. The Pistons received significant contributions from their supporting cast, with Marcus Sasser delivering a season-high 19 points off the bench. Isaiah Stewart added 15 points, helping Detroit maintain control even after losing third leading scorer Tobias Harris to a left hip sprain in the first quarter. The team's depth proved crucial as they improved their record to 25 wins and 8 losses, extending their lead at the top of the Eastern Conference standings. For the Lakers, Luka Doncic provided the primary offensive firepower with 30 points and 11 assists. The Slovenian star continues to shoulder a heavy burden for Los Angeles, consistently delivering strong performances even when the team's collective effort falls short. Jackson Hayes contributed 13 points, but the Lakers' bench production couldn't match the energy and efficiency that Detroit brought to the court. The defensive struggles proved to be the Lakers' undoing once again. Detroit dominated the interior, scoring 74 points in the paint by repeatedly attacking DeAndre Ayton and the Lakers' undersized front line. The Pistons' ability to drive to the rim with confidence exposed Los Angeles' lack of rim protection and defensive coordination. Every time the Lakers attempted to tighten up their defense, Detroit found another way to penetrate and score at will. Detroit took control early in the game with accurate shooting and consistent drives to the basket. The Pistons re-established their defensive prowess after being shredded by Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers 2 days earlier. The Lakers managed to mount a tying rally led by James in the third quarter, briefly giving their fans hope for a birthday victory. However, Detroit responded with a decisive 16-6 run that extended into the fourth quarter, effectively putting the game out of reach. The Lakers' record now stands at 20 wins and 11 losses, but a peculiar statistic reveals deeper issues with the team's performance. Los Angeles still hasn't suffered a single-digit loss all season, meaning every defeat has been by 10 points or more. This pattern suggests the team either dominates or gets dominated, with little middle ground in closely contested games. The inability to stay competitive in losses raises questions about the team's mental toughness and ability to execute under pressure. Head coach JJ Redick faces mounting pressure to find solutions for his team's defensive deficiencies. The Lakers rank among the league's worst defensive units this season, consistently allowing opponents to score with ease in the paint. Without significant improvement on that end of the floor, the team's championship aspirations will remain nothing more than distant dreams. The coaching staff must find ways to maximize their roster's defensive potential before the playoff race intensifies. The loss marked Detroit's third consecutive victory over the Lakers, establishing a clear pattern of dominance in this matchup. The Pistons finished their West Coast trip with a 3-2 record, snapping a 2-game skid and returning home with renewed confidence. Their young core continues to develop develop chemistry and cohesion, making them a legitimate threat in the Eastern Conference hierarchy. Looking ahead, the Lakers will host the Memphis Grizzlies on Friday night, seeking to stop their recent slide and regain momentum. The team's upcoming schedule provides opportunities to build consistency, but only if they can address their defensive shortcomings. Meanwhile, the Pistons will return home to face the Miami Heat on Thursday, hoping to maintain their impressive form and solidify their position atop the conference standings. For LeBron James, the birthday loss serves as a reminder that individual milestones mean little without team success. His remarkable longevity and continued excellence at 41 deserve celebration, but the competitive fire that has driven him throughout his career demands victories above all else. As he enters the latter stages of his playing career, every game takes on added significance in his quest to add more championships to his legacy. The Lakers front office may need to consider roster adjustments before the February trade deadline to address their glaring weaknesses. The current construction lacks the defensive versatility and interior presence necessary to compete with the league's elite teams. Whether through trades or tactical adjustments, changes must come soon if Los Angeles hopes to contend for a championship this season. Character count 599. The Los Angeles Lakers desperately needed a statement performance on Sunday night, and they delivered exactly that with a dominant 125-101 victory over the Sacramento Kings. The win came at a critical juncture for the team, snapping a frustrating 3-game losing streak that had raised serious questions about their championship credentials. LeBron James and Luka Doncic stepped up when their team needed them most, combining for 58 points in a commanding display of offensive excellence. James produced arguably his most efficient performance as a Laker, shooting an incredible 11 for 13 from the field. His 84.6% shooting accuracy represents not only his best mark in a Lakers uniform, but also the third best shooting performance of his entire 23-year career. The veteran forward scored 24 points while making his first 3 shots in the opening 3 minutes of the game, setting an aggressive tone that Sacramento simply couldn't match. The context surrounding this victory makes it even more significant for Los Angeles. The team had just suffered a humiliating loss to the Houston Rockets on Christmas Day, followed by news that Austin Reeves would miss at least 4 weeks with a left calf strain. Head coach JJ Redick called a rare team meeting on Saturday, followed by an extended practice session that he promised would be uncomfortable. The team responded with the kind of focused effort that had been missing during their recent struggles. Doncic took over the scoring responsibilities in the second quarter, putting up 15 of his game-high 34 points while shooting 5 for 7 from the field. The Slovenian superstar showcased his complete offensive arsenal, mixing crafty drives with deep three-pointers that kept the Kings' defense constantly scrambling. His chemistry with James continues to develop, with both players finding ways to maximize each other's strengths within Redick's offensive system. The Lakers' defense finally showed the intensity and coordination that had been absent during their losing streak. After building a 68-53 halftime lead, Los Angeles opened the third quarter with a devastating 13-2 run that effectively ended the game as a competitive contest. The run featured multiple possessions where all 5 Lakers defenders remained engaged and active, forcing Sacramento into difficult shots and turnovers. Redick emphasized the defensive effort after the game, noting that the team's success came from a collective commitment to guarding as a unit. The coach has preached a 5 guys guarding mentality all season, and this game represented the clearest example of what the Lakers can achieve when everyone buys into that philosophy. The defensive intensity set up easy transition opportunities that allowed James and Doncic to attack in space rather than facing set defenses. Nick Smith Jr. emerged as an unexpected hero off the bench, providing a spark that energized the entire arena. The two-way contract player started the game by making his first 7 shots, finishing with 21 points in 24 minutes of action. His fearless approach and confident shooting gave the Lakers a much-needed offensive boost, and the team rewarded him with the game ball afterward. Smith's performance demonstrated the importance of role players stepping up when stars like Reeves are sidelined. DeAndre Ayton contributed a solid double-double with 11 points and 11 rebounds, providing the interior presence that the Lakers have needed all season. Rui Hachimura added 12 points on 5 for 10 shooting after taking 6 or fewer shots in 3 of his previous 4 games. Jake LaRavia chipped in 11 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals off the bench, showcasing the depth that makes this Lakers team dangerous when everyone contributes. The victory marked the first time all season that the Lakers won all 4 quarters of a game. This complete performance represented a significant step forward for a team that has struggled with consistency throughout the campaign. Winning each quarter demonstrates sustained focus and execution, qualities that championship contenders must display on a nightly basis. The Lakers proved they can maintain their intensity for 48 minutes when properly motivated and prepared. Riddick's tactical adjustments played a crucial role in the victory. The coach promised changes to the rotation before the game, and he delivered by relying more heavily on Nick Smith Jr. with Reeves sidelined. The decision paid immediate dividends as Smith provided energy and scoring that helped the Lakers maintain their advantage even when the starters rested. These lineup changes demonstrated Riddick's willingness to adapt and trust his entire roster. The Los Angeles Lakers are actively exploring trade options ahead of the February 6th deadline, with Portland Trail Blazers center Robert Williams III emerging as a primary target according to recent reports. Sports Illustrated insider Chris Mannix revealed that Williams and Washington Wizards big man Jonas Valanciunas represent the 2 players currently piquing the Lakers' interest most significantly. The team's front office recognizes the urgent need to address their front court depth and defensive limitations before the playoff race intensifies. Williams has battled through a challenging start to the season, missing early games due to a grade 1 hamstring strain suffered during training camp. He made his season debut on November 8th, but suffered another setback when he sustained a concussion on November 25th after falling to the floor during a game against the Memphis Grizzlies. The injury concerns surrounding Williams are legitimate, but his potential impact when healthy makes him an intriguing target for a Lakers team desperate for rim protection and interior defense. The 27-year-old center has shown flashes of his defensive prowess in limited action this season. In 8 games played, Williams has averaged 9.4 points, 5.6 rebounds, and 1.6 blocks in just 18.5 minutes per contest. His per-minute production suggests he could provide significantly more value with expanded playing time on a contending team like the Lakers. The ability to protect the rim and switch on the perimeter makes Williams an ideal fit for what Los Angeles needs defensively. Williams' contract situation makes him a realistic trade target for the Lakers front office. He has 2 years and $12 million remaining on his current deal, which runs through the 2025 to 26 season. The relatively modest salary figure gives Los Angeles flexibility in constructing a trade package without sacrificing multiple rotation players or future draft assets. General manager Rob Pelinka has demonstrated willingness to make aggressive moves when he identifies the right opportunity. The Trail Blazers appear open to moving Williams given their current roster construction. Portland already has established big men DeAndre Ayton and rookie Donovan Clingan on their roster, creating a logjam at the center position. The team is clearly building for the future rather than competing for playoffs this season, making veteran pieces like Williams expendable if the return package meets their expectations. A 3-team trade scenario could facilitate a deal that benefits all parties involved. Williams' injury history raises legitimate concerns about his durability and long-term reliability. He missed all but 6 games last season after suffering a patellar dislocation that required surgery and extended rehabilitation. In March 2022, Williams tore the meniscus in his left knee, forcing him to miss significant time. He appeared in just 35 games during the 2022-23 season due to various ailments. The Lakers must carefully weigh whether his potential impact justifies the risk of acquiring an injury-prone player. When healthy, Williams brings exactly the skill set that the Lakers desperately need. His shot-blocking ability and rim protection would immediately upgrade a defense that currently ranks among the league's worst in points allowed in the paint. Williams' mobility allows him to switch onto guards on the perimeter, a crucial attribute in today's pick-and-roll heavy NBA. His energy and athleticism would complement the Lakers' offensive stars while providing the defensive anchor they currently lack.